Hello out there, all you people. Welcome back. Today we are diving deep into the fourth installment of the Soulbound series, A Vigil in the Mourning. Spoilers are involved. If you have been following Special Agent Patrick Collins and Jonathan Devere, you already know this urban fantasy series delivers an amazing blend of high-octane action, dry humor, rich mythology, and incredible character chemistry. In Book 4, the author takes us on a non-stop, blood-pumping ride that tests our central couple in emotional ways we haven't seen before, while expanding the supernatural world with higher stakes, darker threats, and the absolute highlight of the story, a very hungry, fiercely loyal fledgling dragon. The story kicks off with Special Agent Patrick Collins being dispatched to Chicago on a mission for the Joint Task Force section of Anomalous Affairs. He is officially chasing a lead on the Mourning staff, but to maintain a cover for his presence in the Windy City, he is ordered to investigate a local politician running for mayor. However, Chicago turns out to be a complete powder keg. Between a standoffish local god pack, a missing immortal, and the looming threat of Niflheim clawing at the shores of Lake Michigan, Patrick has his hands entirely full. To make matters even more personal and dangerous, Patrick's twin sister Hannah and the Dominion sect are right in the thick of it, serving as a grim reminder that some blood ties can never be cut. While Patrick is navigating the political and divine messes in Chicago, Jono is left behind in New York City facing his own nightmare. He is targeted by relentless night hunters who are willing to tear through anyone, including the packs under Jono's protection, to eliminate him. Facing an impossible situation, Jono makes choices to protect his people that he knows Patrick would never approve of. Worse still, Jono decides to handle it in secret without telling Patrick what is happening back home. Even Sage gets extremely angry at Jono over this, knowing full well that keeping Patrick in the dark will lead to serious consequences when the truth comes out. This physical separation introduces a fascinating emotional dynamic that gives us a much deeper look into how Patrick and Jono's soul bond actually functions. We get to see the immense physical and psychological toll that distance and secrets place on their connection. For Patrick, being lied to cuts straight to his deepest vulnerabilities. His past was defined by having his choices stolen from him and being betrayed by people who were supposed to care. Jono understands this, yet in his desperation to deal with the threat in New York, he still hurts Patrick in the worst possible way. When Patrick calls Jono to Chicago and the two are finally reunited, they are forced to confront the fraying of a relationship Patrick has come to rely on for his sanity. The emotional angst and tension are palpable, and your breath will catch during their intense apology scene. But what makes Patrick and Jono such a fantastic couple is that the narrative doesn't waste time on endless, artificial relationship drama. Jono does the necessary groveling. They communicate, work through their issues, and move forward as a united front. Their physical and intimate connection, despite what Wade might think of their romance, only enriches their ever-deepening feelings for each other. They are truly at their happiest and most effective when fighting side by side. Oh, and Patrick's father is still an absolute prick, which makes the bond of their chosen family all the more vital. Now, let's talk about the absolute star of the supporting cast, Wade, the fledgling dragon. If you already liked Wade in the previous book, A Vigil in the Mourning will make you fall head over heels for him. Still very much a bottomless pit who needs to be fed constantly, Wade brings the perfect level of comedic relief to balance out the dark, life-or-death situations happening around him. One of the funniest moments in the book highlights his unyielding devotion to snacks. When Patrick warns him not to get crumbs everywhere, Wade responds through a mouthful of chips that the crumbs are going into his mouth and nowhere else because chips are tasty. Beyond the hilarious dialogue and his funny reactions, to Patrick and Jono, what makes Wade truly shine in this book is his loyalty. You still see glimpses of his tragic past, but his incredible potential and unwavering loyalty to Patrick and Jono make him the best thing that could have happened to their growing family. You can't help but adore his protective nature, and honestly, you'll find yourself wishing he would just eat a few of the bad guys whenever things get out of hand. Beyond the core relationships, the urban fantasy world building in Book 4 is top tier. The author weaves together a rich tapestry of supernatural elements, fickle gods, mages, were creatures, vampires, fae, and ancient mythology. The climax in Chicago delivers a monumental edge-of-your-seat battle involving a god's head with Ethan and Hannah right at the center of the storm. The ongoing storyline surrounding Ethan and his faction provides a chilling backdrop that promises explosive clashes in future books. At the same time, we get to watch Jono's pack continue to grow back home, which brings a wonderful sense of warmth to contrast the heavy action. An alpha needs a growing pack, and seeing Jono build a real sanctuary for those under his protection gives the story a deeply satisfying heart. A Vigil in the Mourning is another absolute winner for the Soulbound series. It achieves a masterful balance between thrilling action, deep emotional development, and dry-witted humor. Seeing Patrick and Jono's bond tested and ultimately strengthened makes their devotion to each other hit even harder. Combined with Wade's fierce loyalty and endless appetite, this book is an unput-downable page-turner that you will devour in one sitting. It firmly keeps this series at the very top of my reading list.